Hey everybody, Mark Johnson here, founder and creative director of Able Ape Studios, back again with another hashtag. No, not a hashtag, with the second installment of Here's to Your Weekend, or Here's to the Weekend. And what I do in this post, I usually just kind of recap my week, obviously hoping and believing that you guys out there had a wonderful work week, productive week. For myself, I don't think I accomplished everything that I had set out at the beginning of this week, but I think also what I learned from this week is some things that can help me in the future. One of those things was that, obviously health is a big thing. If I've been telling you that I've not necessarily been feeling well. I'm still on antibiotics, trying to get through that. And so it's a little different. I definitely feel a little different than maybe that I would normally. And throughout the week, I was just kind of feeling this. And for whatever reason, I just kind of took the time, took myself aside, and kind of talked with myself. And just kind of really kind of picked apart what I was feeling and how I was feeling. And, the basic of it is I was just feeling uninspired, which is weird because, there's a lot of things that I would like to be able to accomplish within my life. And, just kind of scheduling those out and just kind of seeing how that kind of stretches into years and years, I think being uninspired is going to happen. And so what I did is just kind of took some time, with myself and just kind of figured out how I was feeling, where it was coming from. And I think initially it was just because I just kind of lost focus of what I was doing. And that's kind of the process. Sometimes you're going to be super laser focused, so you're knowing exactly where you are going, and, you're going to be after that. Day after day after day. Sometimes you're going to kind of veer off. And it's going to be a slow process. Maybe it might be a real quick thing. But you're going to veer off, off track. And so what you need to do is be able to figure yourself back on track. And, be able to correct every single time that happens. And, if it happens a lot, then yeah, you got to get more focused. But, from time to time, that's going to happen. And so as I realized that, I kind of went back to some of the things that I was doing earlier in the year. Just kind of maybe reinvigorate me, re-inspire me. And one of those things was just kind of watching motivational material. I think, there's, success music that they have out there. I enjoy that. It's on YouTube. There's Vibo music. I like that too. And so what it is, kind of like, these, tracks of music played with inspirational quotes or inspirational speeches, and it's cool. What I'll do is I'll leave a couple links to those in the description box below, so you can check out those on your own time too. But I enjoy those. I kind of usually use those to start my day or even end my day, before I go to bed. And I hadn't been doing that lately, so I kind of slipped there, right? I think also, I had a breakthrough. I was able to complete my second book, which was for me a really big thing. But at the same time, it got me to a point where it's like in the Kung Fu movie or whatever, where the student, it gets to a certain level and you think he's accomplished something, but then he looks, oh, he's still got so much more. And so it's like that little bit of a moment and was like, oh, I still got to do this more. So, I'm re-editing it. I have someone else reading it, and, it's just a whole nother process I got to go through. I mean, I think even laying the brick metaphor, kind of comes to mind when I think of this, is that, basically to build a wall, you don't just build a wall. You lay one brick at a time, the best you can, until eventually you have a wall. And so that's kind of where I'm at, because, in this project, it's not just the one book, it's not the two books. I'm trying to do 3 books within this year, and I've done the first one and the second one so far. And so it's just this process that I kind of got to get used to, build the stamina, build the momentum, and realize that. And so it was kind of a combination of those two things that was kind of on my mind, making me feel a type of way. And so I was glad to recognize that. And so that's kind of what I realized this week, that as much as I was productive, I was able to do some extra writing. Like I said, I was able to get some editing on this. I started a new book, and just kind of looking forward to, keeping the practice and the process going. Sometimes it's not very glamorous. It's just kind of really a tedious kind of a thing from day to day. But I realized that, and it's a matter of just kind of, once you lose the focus, to kind of veer back on and get back on track. So that's what I learned this week. That's what my here's to this weekend aha moment was, if you want to say. And, I'm just hoping that you all out there had a productive week. Maybe you had some wins, maybe you had some losses, maybe you had some moments where you don't necessarily know how they're going to go. But just kind of want to wish the best. I'll keep continuing sharing my process here on Here's the Weekend, and also on For the Love of Mondays. That's kind of be the process. So on Monday, for the Love of Monday, I'll share with you what I had planned for the week. On Here's for the Weekend, I'll share what I was able to create, maybe some little of maybe something I realized about the week, and maybe some wins that I was able to get this week. But yeah, maybe you can even share maybe some of the things that you were able to do this week, accomplish this week, in the comment box below. Let's start that conversation, keep that going. And if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, definitely subscribe, because I would like to continue doing videos like this and others. So definitely look forward to that. And like we always do at this time, have a blessed day. See you on the flip side. Let's go.